Hey guys, it's Laurel and Pierre with Blue Ox RV Inspection, and in today's video, we are going to talk about RV inspections. Right, Pierre?
That's a good idea. One of my favorite subjects. And actually, I want you to stick around because this will be part one of two videos, because now we're going to talk about the RV inspection. Why do you need an RV inspection? Why in our mind you should have an RV inspection? And then the part two is going to be another video, and it's going to be about what we do, how we process, and how's the due process that we go through. So stick around.
Because we're going to tell you some things that dealers don't want you to know. What does an RV inspection comprise of, and how is it going to give you power of lever when you're negotiating with your sales guy? We're going to talk about that and some other things in our part two of this series. Thank you for watching our videos. Give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell to turn on the notifications so you will see when our next video comes out.
When you can use your inspector's report or inspection for your advantage on a private sale, the advantage of a private sale is that you don't know what you're looking at. So if you have somebody who has knowledge like we do, we've been trained and we follow an ethic and a code of ethics. There's a protocol that we go through the unit every time the same way, and we test all the systems. So you end up with a report of the state of mind of the unit when we're done with it. That gives you a power of lever for your purchase. And I'm talking on a private sale. I know a lot of people has built houses and they're plumbers, electricians, so a lot claim to know what they're doing and, oh, I can figure it out. I have a neighbor like that here that always says, I know. Every time he's got a problem, trying to help him out. So my wife always says, it ain't his first rodeo, so leave him alone. So everybody recognized himself. I mean, that's the story of guys, how we are. But a lot of people are smart enough to realize that they don't know what they're looking at. So that's when they hire us, and it's a pleasure for us to do this because we love what we're doing. The other advantage of an inspection is when you go to a dealership. So as you may want to purchase your first unit or your second or your third, or when you go to a dealership, which we work with quite a few dealerships and we got good relationships, we feel lucky.
We like to build relationships with our dealerships. Yep. We're not the enemy and they're not the enemy. We like to have good relationships with them.
And they like her, so me, well, I just come along and I drive the truck and I don't say nothing. So as you can tell, I'm not
He's quiet.
Assertive, I'm really quiet. So the advantage with the report at the dealership is that's when I kind of end up closing this with that CRL. You end up with a list.
What's a CRL? Customer repair list.
There you
Frenchy,
go.
they've got to know what the terminology is.
So imagine those dealerships have about 1,500 ROs that they have to work on.
ROs? Frenchy, it's a repair order.
So now you know. I mean, so yes, that CRL list, that customer repair list that you're going to be able to build up at the end. So you're going to have exactly the precise point that we talked about, and you're going to be able to build that up. Even if you don't know computers, it's really simple. I can do it, believe me, you can. So you just click on button, and everything the inspector said or she said that's in the system will go directly in the form to them. So now they know what to fix and what to report and what to address, I should say. So the technician goes in the shop, puts the 1,500 RO on the side, because now they need to sell you because you're ready. So before you put all that money down and sign the bottom, that list will have been corrected. So now you're on top of the list of those 1,500 repair orders in their shop, and you're ahead of the game. So that's the advantage of the inspector. So if you're trying to figure out how to justify the price of an inspection, which we encourage you to do, I'm just going to try to justify how you actually repay that inspection. Well, basically, for us, it's a laughing stock, and that's the end of the video of this part. They call it the PDI. What does PDI stands for, Frenchie?
I don't know, Frenchie. What does PDI stand for? Take a nap at the dealership.
So it's pre-delivery inspection, and she's touching the point. They're making you take a nap for a couple of hours, even if they told you to come at that time. You go there for about an hour through the camper, and meanwhile you find stuff as you're walking through. But they did a pre-delivery inspection. So here's all the list that you're building, and now you're going to be stuck at the dealership for the next hour, half a day, maybe till tomorrow, and it's still not going to be fixed, and you're going to be pissed, hungry, want to go home.
Want to go camping? That was your plan, to pick up your RV and hit the road? You're probably not going to.
So they're going to tell you, oh, don't worry, just go, and when you have problems, it's on the warranty, bring it back, we'll fix it. What they don't tell you is when you bring it back, you end up at the end of the 1,500 ROs, which is a repair order. This one you should remember. So now you're losing your money, losing your time to bringing back your unit to the dealership, and they will fix it in time when it fits their need, because they already have your money. They don't, I'm sorry, dealerships are good, but to a degree, to a level. So you end up at the bottom of the list, and you're gonna park your camper there for a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, while you're paying your $300, $400, $1,200 a month on your unit that you cannot enjoy. This is the advantage of having an inspection. It bypasses all these problems that you're going to have to go through if you don't have an inspection. So if you cannot justify financially after listening to this, we're going to try to do step 2 to convince you a little bit more.
An RV inspection is a peace of mind inspection. And having that peace of mind RV inspection, it's critical. You need to hire that third-party, unbiased RV inspector. You can go onto the nrvia.org website. There's a locator pin. You can put in where you live. Some people tell us they can't find anybody within 50 miles. You can open that up to 250 miles. I guarantee you will find a good RV inspector within 250 miles of where you live. And remember, there are dealerships that are also going to tell you they don't want that third-party RV inspector coming in. I'm telling you, that is a red flag right there, because a dealership should never say that. They should feel confident in having that RV inspector there. They are there to work with the dealership, making sure that this sale goes through and that everybody's happy. Because guess what? If you're happy, the dealer's going to be happy. Remember, and do never forget, it's not about the destination.
It's all about the journey.